can you truly enjoy music or songwriting because you're not analyzing it?
I recommend weed.
That takes the analyzing away.
I really don't think I felt like I was a great songwriter until my favorite mistake.
I've never understood the critique that artists get for speaking out. It's part of who we are.
You've read the Maren, why don't you just shut up and sing?
Which is physically impossible. You can't fucking shut up and sing. I've never understood that.
I'm stealing that. Okay, are we going?
Let's do
it. And your little guy is living school?
He is, yeah.
Hi.
Hello, beautiful people.
I can't believe. It's nice to sit with working women.
I know. No one's retired.
Oh, here we go.
I love this. I'm so happy. I know Maren knows this, but there's so many great young women who are writing great material, and it gives me so much hope about the future. But generationally, to get to see you, and now you're coming in, and it's so, for me, it's so inspiring. It makes me want to keep going. It makes me want to keep getting better as a songwriter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you've always been so supportive of me. Like, I think one of my first sort of I've made it moments was getting a voicemail from you, and the fact that, like, I mean, it was not an Instagram DM, it was like you found my phone number and called me.
I stalked you.
You heard my church. But it was just like,
Yeah, my church. Yes.
I thought, and it was like before AI and all this stuff, so I was like, is this real? Is it really her? And I had to like confirm with someone we both knew that it was your number. But you know, when I was writing and getting my voice, I felt like, you know, you had been so influential on me since, you know, I was a kid. And so, but it never occurred to me that I could just do whatever I wanted because you were, and you just like fit where your music fit, but you were also blowing down these bumpers on the lanes. And that voicemail you left gave me a lot of perspective of like, oh, I could do this in any which way I want. Like, I have the cosign of Sheryl.
This is embarrassing. It's not embarrassing, but I'm gonna say it to you because you're sitting right here. I used to sing "If It Makes You Happy" to myself in the mirror all the time.
I love that.
Like screaming, crying, not even singing.
Oh,
I was,
well,
because I
I
was like,
sing Landslide. I mean, you know,
mirror.
with the curling iron.
Yeah.
just like, because it gave me so much, I don't even know where it came from because I was a kid. I'm like, why do I have this much rage? It gave me so
Because
much
it's in that
rage.
iconic scene of Crossroads
Yeah.
with Britney Spears.
Oh, with Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
If it makes you happy, then why the hell are you so sad?
I met you, it might have not been the first time I met you, but definitely early days. I was living in LA, and you and your dad and your sisters came and hung out and swam in the pool, and you were little. And then, of course, I would run across Faith, and I had kids, and then it was all about our kids.
Yeah.
And so I was constantly hearing about you. And then next thing I know, you're opening up for Brandy Carlo. So it's, was it fun? Are you loving,
No,
are
it was
you enjoying
terrible.
the process? Yeah. Terrible. I hate Brandy, she's so not good.
No, it was, honestly, I still have to like play it back in my memory. It was so cool.
Amazing.
Oh my God, and she's just the best. This is how I feel about the both of you. Like, you guys are able to inspire in a way where you don't have to confine to one thing.
Yeah.
Yet you still stay very grounded in what your artistry is, and allow yourself to explore. And it's very empowering to listen to that. And then, I mean, behind that, having such like sultry and powerful and strong vocals.
Oh my God, talk about strong vocals.
I know. I like.
Have you heard this woman? I mean,
Yeah.
okay, stop, I'm gonna smack you. I know, it's hard for people to talk to you about you, but to watch you step into your zone has been really, really fun. You know what I mean?
Especially when it's like such a unique voice.
Yeah.
It's like, I was talking to someone the other day where it's like, can you truly enjoy music or songwriting just watching a show anymore because you're not analyzing it?
Yeah.
I was like, sometimes it's hard for me
Yeah.
to not like go into writer brain or vocalist brain. So when you do have someone that just removes that analytical part of you and you just get to be like a feeler, it's so rare. And I think that's
I recommend weed.
okay.
I'm kidding.
That takes the analyzing away. Or I'll be more analytical because I'm high.
No, that is true. That is true. That is true.
We should have
But-
brought some shit.
Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh.
I
No,
have
but
that
that's
same
how I
brain.
felt when I heard your voice because it's just so like chocolatey, like alto.
I am myself to no one there.
So Audrey, I wanted to ask, was there one song that, whether you play it in your show now or not, just made you feel like a solidified writer?
I don't know, I think the first like solid song I wrote, I was maybe 17. I'm pretty sure I called it Mental Breakdown because I was having a mental breakdown when I wrote it. And I showed it to my parents and I was so scared to show it to them because everything I made, I hid, not because they were, you know, harsh or unsupportive. It was just a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not your just normal
Yeah.
parents.
I know.
They know a little something
Because
about
I'm fans
Renaissance.
of them. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't want to.
Yeah.
So I was always nervous to show them what I wrote, but I showed them this one song, and my dad was like, why are you going to drama school? Why do you want to be an actor? He goes, are you sure? And I was like, why? Is it good? He's like, it's pretty good. And that song hasn't seen the light of day. But I think him giving me the confidence after I showed him this song.
Yeah, you pivoted.
Now watch, you'll put that out someday and it'll be your biggest song.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's like the weird ones.
Yeah, what about y'all?
You know, it's funny. I really don't think I felt like I was a great songwriter until My Favorite Mistake, which was my second record.
When you go, all I know is you're my favorite mistake.
In fact, what was funny about it is that I was playing bass and Jeff was playing those chords and I started singing on the mic and wrote the song on the mic and then filled in the blanks. And it felt like something that had already been written. And so I called Amy Mann because I was like, I've written a song and I think you might have written it already. And she's like, no, I have not written that song, but I wish I would have. And then I called my publisher and said, can you find out if anybody's, I feel like I've stolen this song. And it was really the first time I'd ever felt like, okay, I wrote a song that feels really good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's still the only song that I'll hear on the radio of mine that I don't like, you know.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
my
I mean, I
God.
don't like watching myself. I don't enjoy hearing my, you know, I mean, but
Yeah.
that song, I don't know why. I don't know.
Oh, God.
What would you say about yours?
I mean, I'll give an answer, but I sometimes forget like who you are, like
Oh my God.
because we've like known each other so long,
Yeah.
and like you've met my son, and like when you say
Who I am
song
going
titles,
to kidnap. When
that-
my kids leave, I'm going to, you're going to come on one day and go,
yeah,
where is my kid? Anyway, carry on.
this is interesting to say out loud, and that you're here because the first song I felt like a writer, especially in Nashville, was. It was like 8 months into me living there, and I wrote this song with my, well, weirdly enough, now ex-husband, who I love dearly, but we wrote this song called Last Turn Home, and the next day, it felt like an episode of the show Nashville. It was happening way too quick, but they were like, Tim McGraw's recording this. And I was like, don't you mean he's putting it on hold? And they're like, no, he heard it on his way home last night and like the demo. And they're like, no, he's recording it in like 2 days. And I was like, bullshit. Yeah,
Oh
okay.
my
And it was like
gosh.
8 months into my publishing deal, or like into my year living there.
Yeah.
And sure enough, like he recorded it. They threw like an album release party, and like he played a couple of songs, and then they played the record, and your mom was there. And I remember she pulled me aside and she was like, "This is one of my favorites on this album." And I was like, "Thank you." But that was my first cut. And it
Wow.
was never like a single, but it gave me so much like street cred
Yeah.
on Music Row, because people were like, "Who wrote this?"
Oh my
And it was
gosh.
like my first big, recording from another artist, and like it was Tim. So
How cool is that?
yeah, that was my first cut, was like your dad.
It's really funny when I think about how much our industry's changed. So when I think it was my second record, and I mean, I can't even believe when I tell this story that where we're at now, but there was something in the news, and I know you guys do this as well. You see something in the news and you're like, okay, I just have to write about it. And so when I was making the second record, there was a shooting, and it was done by a kid who'd gone into Walmart and bought cop killer bullets. And I just found that to be shocking, that anybody could just go in and buy a gun and kill somebody.
Watch your sister, watch your brother, watch your children while they kill each other with a gun they bought at Walmart discount stores.
And when the album was coming out, because I had named Walmart, they said they wouldn't carry my record. And unfortunately at that time, all the mom and pops had pretty much been put out of business. And so it was Target, Kmart, and Walmart. And Walmart being the predominant one. And they did tell me if I would change it to Kmart, they would carry it. And I'm like, what?
That's not where the shooting
But the
was,
interesting
though.
thing is, though, when stuff like that happens, and I think this is where music and politics sometimes intersect, is that you create such a conversation. People knew when the record was coming out that they might have to figure out a way to find it because Walmart wouldn't carry it. And the news was everywhere, and people went and bought the record because of that. Wow. Have you ever had that experience where you felt like politics weighed in on what you were doing?
I mean, yeah, I think all the time. I've had moments like after George Floyd's murder, I wrote a song called Better Than We Found It.
Oh, will we leave this world better than we found it?
Yeah, I mean, I've certainly always like,
It's funny,
felt it.
that song, my mom always, and probably your moms did the same thing, always said, you just need to leave the campground nicer than you found it, or better than you found it. And when you put that song out, I was just like, first I was like, oh my God, I love it. And then I was like, damn it.
yeah.
I wanted to write that song. I wish I would have written that.
Oh, well, thank you.
So good.
But yeah, I think what you said was like, it's inspiring or starting a conversation, which was the point.
Yeah. So I've never understood the critique that artists get for speaking out about their beliefs, because it's part of who we are. And politics are humanity.
It's people.
It's like it affects everyone.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't artists be humans too?
And we're mirrors.
Yeah.
Like artists, songwriters, like creatives are mirrors to what's happening in society. So to be like punished or admonished for that, I've had like the Tucker Carlson talking shit about me.
And then a lunatic called Maren Morris, some kind of fake country music singer.
I've of course like, dealt with the backlash over the years of, being more than just a voice on a song, like being
You've read the Maren Why Don't You Just Shut Up and Sing? Yeah, I've read that about 9,000 times.
which is physically impossible. You can't fucking shut up and
And
sing.
sing.
I've never understood
Okay,
that.
I'm stealing that. Oh my God, why didn't I think of
so
that? I'm so stealing that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude,
It doesn't make sense.
listen to yourself.
I know,
You can't shut up and sing.
Yeah, physically impossible. Yeah, I mean, like, of course, I've lost, fans along the way that like thought I was this like my church girl, and I mean, it's still like a daily struggle sometimes. But
Yeah,
I'm
I feel you on
also,
that.
yeah, it's just you sort of have to like accept that I'm growing and I'm changing, and that kind of like makes some people uncomfortable, but I can't like do the same like revolving door that a lot of people do because they want to keep like the dollars in their pocket.
Yeah.
And they're terrified of, losing what they've built, which I guess is like completely understandable.
Yeah.
But also
It's not what it's
it's just
about.
not for me.
I should be over you, but I see that empty room.
What do you see yourself doing?
I don't know. I mean, I love being in the studio. I think that's my favorite place.
That's your favorite place.
Yeah, and I love performing. I used to. It took me a long time to really have the confidence to actually pursue music because
It does take a long time.
yeah, I had like stage fright, I would like throw up, and I was like, I'm even shaking right now talking to people. But I got so scared, and I was like, I can't get on stage, I can't sing in front of people. So it took me a long time to overcome that.
Yeah.
And now that I still get really nervous, but now that I feel more comfortable when I'm on stage, I'm like, I don't want to get off. So
Yeah.
I see myself in the studio. I see myself playing gigs as much as I can and playing little bars
Yeah.
as much as I can because that's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's good to get that that experience. I find, I feel like if I had to come up now, I would really struggle with it because there's so much, and there's just so much attention with cell phones, YouTube. I mean, when I first came out, there weren't any cell phones, and I think maybe 15 years into having played bars and having, there's a lot of years in there where I got to just be terrible. You know what I mean? Before I could figure out how to be really great.
Yeah.
And there wasn't scrutinies. But for you guys, it's a different thing.
Social media.
Social media.
Which I'm so bad at.
Yeah,
I'm so bad at it. I post the most random. Can I cuss? Shit.
Yeah.
I post the most random stuff on my social media, but I hear like what my mom and dad talk about and how they came up and how they had so much room to fuck up, or mess up.
Yeah.
And sorry.
I think Elle's
Sorry.
fine with the word fuck.
Yeah,
right?
y'all.
Okay, great.
Okay, thank
What
God.
about
My mom's gonna be so
bastard?
mad at
Does that
me.
work? Asshole? Does that work? Okay.
Oh my God, I love you.
What's the list?
Yeah, so it's just like there's definitely a magnifying glass
Yeah.
on artists nowadays because it's like your every move when you perform or release something obviously gets seen.
Yeah.
And
Plus, you're having to like promote yourself, and you're kind of curating a brand, which I think I would have been terrible at.
I was talking to Zed years ago about these sort of algorithmic numbers and hits on a post, and he obviously is in a very different lane than me, but we worked together, and he was like, I could have literally 4 likes on a post and nothing is translating to the show. Like the real bodies are at the show, and that's obviously someone that's built a fan base over years, but like engagement on a post translating to like people showing up for something and buying merch and being in that room with you is so like unscalable sometimes.
This is very random, but my mom does not make memories anymore. And I was thinking about it the other day because when I play the piano, my mom suddenly is my mom. You know, her voice was always amazing, and I can play Burt Bacharach or Henry Mancini and she's immediately back in it. She's like, walk on by. I mean, she's there, and I was thinking about it. I was like, gosh, Burt Bacharach died a few years ago. And he knew all day long he had hits. I mean, he had songs recorded by everybody, right? By the greatest. But can you ever know that after you're gone, that a song could connect somebody to somebody they're losing? That a song, to me, the profundity of that, where I think, gosh, I've had a great run writing songs, but you don't really even know what song you have might go on without you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what a tremendous occupation, you know what I mean?
I watched this Jeff Buckley documentary recently. He said, all I know is that if anything's going to be left, it's going to be my music. It's always going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have my family, have my close friends, and hope they remember me
Yeah.
in good light. If they don't, that's fine too. But the music will always be there.
Yeah, like your songs are eternalized, and not in a way of like, oh, you know, I have some legacy or slap my name on the side of a building or plane. Like they end up living on without you.
Yes.
And take on different meanings to other people, and that's just me like having songs around for like 10 or 15 years, but already like have evolved into something that was different from the day I wrote it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
like-
I mean, there'll be people singing my church, and you know, I also think of it in terms too of it is what you leave behind. As I get older, I think about some of the people that I am witnessing now, and I think, are you going to be proud of what you're leaving behind? You know, just my snarky
Yeah.
comment,
snarky.
but you know,
I mean, look, it goes to show that it truly impacts people, music and art in general.
This has been so lovely. Like I don't get to see you enough, and I'm so happy that I've gotten to like chat with you
I'm so
because
happy for you.
we're all kind of neighbors.
I know. Let's smoke some
people.
weed, drink some wine.
I know we need like a good port
I'll have a beer.
Oh,
port
yeah.
tang. Yeah,
Good portang.
yeah. I would love that.